Hi friends. So today we're going to talk about access modifiers in C++. In general, we know that C++ is an evolution from C. It's a natural evolution. The small errors in C we modified and C++ was born. In C, there is structure and the structure contains data members. Now, there are two problems in this. One is anyone in the public can access these data members and only few functions can be accessed. We cannot tell anyone. So the control is basically not with us. So let's say we are developing an OS like Windows, and in a scenario like this, we are writing a code. And if this code, if the public gets to know, what happens? Somebody you're using your DLS, any coders using this application writing can modify and change the variables in your OS. So because of that, problems can arise. Any good programmer, if they get to know that your internal OS has been exposed, they would directly attack and crash your OS in a jiffy. So when we look at it in the big picture, we know why we need these access modifiers. So to avoid all this trouble, in C++, we first specify what these access modifiers are and declare the number of fields. So basically there are three types of access modifiers. We can say that as public, private, and protected. So public is what we saw earlier. The structure topic, anyone can access. Certain categories of people who are a part of that class, only a privileged few are able to access it. Protected is equivalent to private, but its family members can access. The difference between private and protected is in private only I can use. It's my personal topics. Protected means my family members can also access. The inherited members. So in C++, so that's the only difference. In struct, everything is assumed to be public, and here everything is assumed to be private. So this is by default. Private access modifier. If you don't give anything, it will be like that. So for example, let's say we're defining a class. Time, public, r, void, print. This is equivalent to a structure. So just keeping it in public, but I wouldn't recommend this, which is not good always. Why? Because it breaks the rule of encapsulation. So public, private in theory terms would say it's data hiding and violating the rules of encapsulation. How to design this better is we want to access and give set an R solution to access it. And you may ask, what's the difference in setting like this and in public? Keeping it here, I can have a control in, for example, I can say 4500 hours and it will not work. I'll have to check the range function before center value and tell. If not, if I directly set even in minus, I won't be able to control it. Whereas if it is in public, if I keep it in private, -5, it will come invalid. Invalid time, you cannot set it. It will reply. So that is the difference between the past and the previous. So protected and all can be inherited. It's like private but can be inherited. So these are the few key points of access modifiers. Alright friends, so see you in the next video. Thanks, bye.